Yo, what is up? It is Monday, my dudes. How you doing today, Katie?
I'm doing good, my dude. Whoa, dab. You got cookies again?
You got cookies, dude? Oh my god. Big oof. I got vegetables.
F in the chat, my dude. Dude, I want to just go play Smash Bros. On my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, what? When, bro? But I think we have to do this podcast first.
Shit, you're right.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the Weird Flex.
But okay podcast. Hello, everybody. Your comedy, weebs, workouts, and advice podcast is back. And if you would like to submit a question, please email us at weirdflexbutokaypodcast@gmail.com. And the music you've heard in every episode is by What's My Name on Instagram and SoundCloud. You are all beautiful people. We are here to talk about dicks and love and mental health and fucking weight loss. I don't know. We talk about everything. Weeb shit.
Yes.
Like, we talk about all the things that we want to talk about because this is our podcast.
Yeah,
so
this is our podcast, not your podcast.
Yeah,
Who the fuck
get out
are
of
you?
here. No, come back. Wait, we miss you. Wait, do you want my veggie straws? Like, I packed my lunch today and I just wanted the cookies, but you can have the veggie straws.
Okay, yeah, have the veggie straws. They're crunchy.
Yeah, they're really crunchy, but like, you know, I can't stir fry them. I've been stir frying vegetables lately. Oh my god. Now that I learned how to stir fry, I am a god.
Yeah, that's one of those cool tricks. I mean, I know how to stir fry vegetables, but I am such a bitch when it comes to eating vegetables. I just drink them. Just knock them out the park. Just like put them in a blender, make my senzu shake. Hey, go online, type in Jack's Blade Senzu Shake, and you can find a recipe for a delicious, nutritious senzu shake, which will give you energy for the day and get you your vegetables in the day. But don't drink more than 2 or else you're going to have to poo. That's what I say. Now on to you.
You right. Bro. Man, real quick, since we're on the topic of shit. No, I'm just kidding. It's more like hot shit. Well, I wanna shout out our patrons. Real quick.
Oh yeah, do that for us.
I'm gonna fucking do that, Jordan. There's nothing you can
try
goddamn do, but maybe I will.
Yeah, why don't you do it then? Stop talking about it, just get it done.
Maybe I should. But it's
you
not
beautiful
like I care
motherfucker.
about these beautiful patrons or anything. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just vent your grinder. You're a beautiful boy.
Yeah.
Or girl. Or human. You know, we're all humans. We're just out here trying to like.
Well,
live
not
our
all of
best
us are
fucking
humans.
life.
We may have some people
No,
in
wait,
space
shit.
listening.
You're right. That was very
so you can't be like freaking humanist, Katie.
Ooh, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
well,
you shouldn't.
Joseph Enter Grinder, whatever species you are, if you're a human, if you're like a dog, like how did you?
Or a crocodile.
How did you start listening to this podcast if you're
An
a dog?
octopus?
But, you know, I'm honestly impressed. Like
what if there's like mermaids under the water
man,
like listening
Joseph
to this?
Andrew Grinder is just grinding out here.
Yeah, I know, right? Freaking
oh my
beast.
God. And then, of course, Adrian Leinert, who lies all the time.
Because he's always lying around.
Carsonator TTV is the TTV for me. The Swagnamite is so swaggy.
Yeah.
What? Windstorm 555, dude, that person's my guy. Tina Browse or Tina Bros. Either way, you my host.
Host.
Christopher Kaiser, you are the wiser. Everything
and
you do
make
just
my
makes
heart
me
give thee the
smiler.
miser.
Oh, and Kimberly Calderon, I just want to take you, hon, to the restaurant, but don't go to restaurants. Be practicing safe social distancing.
Yeah,
right
practice safe social distancing
yeah.
people. You know what to do.
It's true. And Michael Betters, you're better than me, honestly. Like, I just sit in my pajamas and eat cookies for 12 hours straight. You're you're just better than me.
Yep.
Please keep doing that. And then last but not least, Zaid is the Wade.
Zaid is the Wade.
That is the Wade. That is the Zaid.
Wade Zaid. Wade Zaid.
Wade
Welcome,
Zaid,
Wade
every
Zaid. Thank you for
Welcome back
donating.
to the Weird Zaid, but okay podcast.
Yes. That's
God,
a good
I'm so
mail.
fucking awkward.
You're awkward for this. So I'll take it away, Katie. You got this.
Yeah, take it away.
Yes.
I'm just child.
So thank you all so much for your support. And if you're willing to support us as well, you can go over to our Weird Flex but Okay Podcast Patreon, which you'll find. Shut up. Somewhere linked. Just link somewhere. Katie, you're fucking supposed to back me up on this. I gave you the alley-oop. You're supposed to dunk it. You're supposed to dunk it, Katie.
It is linked, of course. It's pinned on our lovely Twitter, Weird Flex Pod.
Yes.
And also, if you're listening to this on SoundCloud, there is a link there as well.
Yes.
And yeah, it's pretty cool. Or if you just Google Weird Flex But Okay Podcast, our Patreon should pop up.
Yeah, you'll find a Zelda there.
It's true.
Instead
Yeah,
of a
we
link.
got some pretty. Oh my God, I hate you. Ah! But yeah, that's pretty much how you do the shit. $1 a month, you can just like low-key support us because, you know, like, why not? $2 a month, you do that too, but you also get your name in the episode.
Yeah, dude.
Also, whatever tier you're at, we have a bunch of journals and stuff that are on there, and a little bit of like recorded exclusive content that you can go listen to if you feel so inclined.
If you want that.
Yeah, it's pretty
I know
neat.
you do.
But Jordan, I want to know, what have you been up to?
Working and working out and videos and stuff like that. And Tough Like the Tunes is coming back the 13th because my stuff came. Because originally I was going to do my Inosuke Pig Boy workout like sooner, but my sword cracked. And I was like, oh, fuck, I can't swing this around during my Tough Like the Tunes. So I had to get my real swords. So I'm like, going to do that sometime next week. I also did my Spike Spiegel cosplay, which was like, it had like a bunch of people saying like, you look like Prince, which is a compliment and I like it. But there's like also a bunch of people who like there was this one dude who freaking like, I want to talk about this because it cracked me up. Like, all right, so this dude on Twitter, right? Like I took my cosplay picture and I was just like, yeah, whatever, boom, bang, said pun, and I was like, got on my day. And this guy like commented is like, well, this is wrong and this is wrong and this is wrong. And I was just like, well, you know, necessarily my Tough Like the Tune cosplays don't actually have to be 100% on point. Like if you watch my Tough Like the Tune series, it's just like that. It's just, you know, me wearing the outfit, doing a workout the character would do, and, you know, just super chill, but like no hate to you, just, you know, props and have a good one. And then that was it. Like I was really cordial about it. And then like he quote retweets me, and it's just like, what the fuck? Why are motherfuckers so soft these days? I just gave you some criticism and you're acting like a bitch. And I was just like,
oh my god,
what the fuck are you talking? And then I like literally like, so like
honestly,
to me, what I did with this was I was just like, okay. No, because like sometimes I just reply to them if like the person is just like, you know, being like chill. Like I'll reply to them just like, oh, we're having a conversation. But if someone's like an ass, I'm just like, okay, so you want to embarrass yourself publicly? Okay, I'm gonna quote tweet your ass and say you can tell the entire class what you just said. So it's just like,
no, that's fair.
Yeah, and so I was just like, all right, how was I rude to you at all here? All I merely said was this. I even wished you a good day. Like, why, what's the issue here? And then, like, he quote tweeted me again. It's like, well, okay, maybe a better way to respond would be to, like, say thanks for the criticism instead of your weak passive aggressiveness. And I was just like, was there any part of this at all where I came off passive aggressive to you? And then, like, he stopped responding and then he blocked me. And I was just like,
yeah.
Okay, whatever. But shit like that, it just cracked me up. I was just like,
no, I know. People like that are just children and they don't even deserve your air.
I know, I know it's funny. But like sometimes it's just like, all right, honestly, like I don't give him air because like to me, it wasn't a thing where I was just like, this motherfucker hurt my feelings. It was more of a like, I'm laughing like, dude, this is insane. Like it's just like, because I literally was like, does anyone else see like, am I in the wrong here or something like that? Because like me and my friend is
you're
like,
obviously in the right. I think because like the way Twitter works, there's so many fucking people that the people that are literally children that like don't know how to fucking talk to people are on there, and you're gonna get those comments, and like they don't represent the majority. They don't represent you know, all the people that fucking love you. But you know, just seeing one negative voice in a sea of good ones can stick out. But like it just, you're never gonna win anything by fucking talking to them. But on the other hand, I do like the Philip DeFranco approach of like, look, if you're gonna say something on the internet, you are saying it with the expectation that anyone is gonna see you say this shit. So if you're gonna say this out loud, everybody has a right to like be like, hey, fuck you. Like it's the court of the court of public opinion. Like if you're gonna put that out there, like, should everybody be like an asshole to you? No. But if you're going out here being an asshole to people, expect people to see that and respond accordingly.
Exactly. That's how I took it. Like, that was one time, because, like, usually, you know me, I'm just like, Mel, just like, all right, whatever, I'll go on. But then, like, sometimes it's just like, okay, you want attention. All right, fine, I'll give you that attention.
I'll give you attention.
Talk to the class. Go on. What you just say? And then it's just like, oh, you're getting real quiet now, huh? You're getting real quiet now, huh? Aren't you? So it's just like, shut the fuck up.
No, yeah, that's really how it. It like it sucks, and like I'm not in a place where I've ever gotten like, I guess, comments like that to an extent. Like the worst.
Because I kill them if they do it.
I mean, fair. Yeah, because with the content I make, like with Kruby and everything, like, you know, we get like YouTube comments, but there's nothing that I make specifically that I've gotten comments that are specifically aimed towards like me, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
Like the most that was remember when on your videos, like I think a few people like commented specifically about me in a negative way. Like, I mean, you know, a lot of it was positive, like, ooh, Katie, but like there was like this one that was like speculating about my relationships and stuff, and I called their ass out.
Yeah, exactly. And I was about to like You know what's funny is like I was
Yeah.
literally just about to just like okay, well fucking cut this bitch off, like yeah, and then like
Yeah,
I just saw
yeah,
you take it,
yeah.
and I was like yeah, good on you, Katie.
Yeah, yeah.
Good. It was like I was like the fucking mommy T-Rex from the Lost World Jurassic Park 2 with like the baby T-Rex, where like the mom T-Rex was about to like finish him, and then the baby T-Rex is like no, I got this, and then she jumps on him and just starts eating the guy, and it's just like aw, that's my girl. That's
I know, I know.
Yeah, that's my Katie.
But yeah, something I've been up to recently that I want to talk about. There's this video game that has no right being as fucking good as it is. Me and some of my my voice actor friends, we've been like getting together every now and then to read like scripts and be silly, but also to like play some games where we read as the characters. There's
Right.
this game called Aviary Attorney. Have you heard of it?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh. So I've never played an Ace Attorney game. So, I mean, actually, the other night we did also play the first like hour of an Ace Attorney game. So now I know what Ace Attorney is like. But
Yeah.
Aviary Attorney is, I think it was supposed to kind of be a low key parody of Ace Attorney, but with like birds. Like it has like old Victorian era bird drawings and like all this stuff. And you'd think like,
Right.
oh, that sounds really funny. But the game is actually very well written, well executed, and it's not just a parody. It is its own individual like murder mystery courtroom fucking drama game.
Oh,
And it
nice.
has like these funny aesthetics, but that's probably just to make it stand out for marketing purposes because fuck, it is so good. We finished 2 chapters of it. I think there's 4 chapters total, and the next 2 are going to be really fucking long. But we've had so much fun like reading it and like reading all the dialogue in it, and also trying to solve like the mysteries together. And
Right.
oh my fucking god, it is an incredible game. I cannot wait to beat it. I will keep you guys updated, man.
Yeah,
It's-
do it.
it
So
is
they pulled you in with
fun.
like the goofy charm, and then hit you with the deep shit.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
Don't you love when freaking like shows like because like that's the only way like my friends will like trick me into watching a show now. It's just because they know I don't like sad or deep shit like
Yeah.
just for personal reasons whatever. So like when a show like lulls you in with the full sense of like hey we're happy we're having fun this is goofy fun bam it's just like well I'm already in it. So I can't just
I'm
like
already
walk
here.
back. Yeah, exactly. You've already made me
Yeah.
care about everyone. I can't just leave now. So god damn it.
Exactly.
So yeah, that's cool
Man.
though. That's really cool that there's a Ace Attorney bird game so that there's
Yeah,
series
Aviary
with.
Attorney. I highly recommend it. Oh my god, I'm having so
Do
much
it.
fun. And also,
Oh, yeah.
me and Jordan and some friends, we finished a watch through of Amphibia. So
Yeah.
Jordan is a frog now.
Yeah, I'm a frog, a horse. I just watched BNA, so I'm like the main girl in that. Like
Yeah.
it's just like there's just so much whatever. Like there's so much great stuff going on. Yeah, have you seen BNA yet?
I haven't. All my friends have seen it already, and I'm like, shit, I need to catch up.
It's only
Ah!
12 episodes too, so it's really good. Like
Yeah,
we could
it'll
probably
probably be easy to zoom
watch it
through.
after Kipo or something like that, or you can watch it on your own, whatever. Like it'd be fun
Oh,
because we're
yeah.
watching Kipo together soon. People listening.
No, I
So-
know we need to.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But like, yeah, Amphibia. That was a show. Like, it was just. I thought it was just gonna be a chill, goofy show, and it was for the most part. And it was just like, entertaining. Like, it was a lot more like. Well, there were a lot of scenes that made me like laugh really hard. That I was just like,
Yeah.
okay, that hit. That was a good joke. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
writing.
yeah.
Like nowadays, it's just like you notice because I've been watching a lot of like classic 90s cartoons, and then I watch like a lot
Yeah.
of stuff like that, and it's just like I love how our writing style has evolved just to be a bit more like natural and meta in certain ways, and it's just like oh
Yeah.
yeah, like this is the thing, like they usually like nowadays in shows like it's always just like well that's disturbing, I don't feel safe, whatever. It's just like they say stuff
Yeah.
that like the audience is about to like say, and it's just like okay, like it's funny in that regard. And then like also it was like pretty intriguing, like oh what's happening here, what's with the girl, what's with this, what's that. So like yeah, like I thought it was awesome. And then Brenda Song from Sweet Life, Zack and Cody, she's like the main girl in it, so I thought oh yeah, she has a great voice for that. So it's like
She's so good.
yeah, she's so freaking good.
And the
then
actor
freaking
for
Goofy is the
Sprig.
grandpa frog. And I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
it's true. Bill
Yeah.
Farmer is Hop Pop.
yeah. Oh, I don't feel safe now.
I don't feel safe.
Yeah, that was good.
That's gross, Ann.
That's gross. Man. What episode was that? I was trying to find that episode. What episode was that?
I don't remember.
Damn it!
Fuck.
Oh God. That was a good.
God,
Oh man, I can't remember now. Frick.
Yeah.
That was the episode. I want to go clip that scene.
It's really fucking good.
Yeah, it's good. I recommend it, people.
Yeah, Amphibia is wonderful. I've been on the Amphibia train for a while, and season 2 starts on July 11th.
Oh, cool. So that's Saturday.
yeah, that's Saturday. So, we're going to need to watch some Amphibia Boys.
Okay.
Ah!
Cool. Sounds cool.
I'm so excited. But yes, okay. Let's get into our first question. I think we have told the beautiful people about our lives now.
Yes. Let's do it. All right. So, first question that we got, which is something that I talked about a lot with like Race and Saber, because like we always pick this up, is all right, this comes from our good supporter named Allie. So hi Allie, how are you doing? And this is, hey Jax, hey Katie, love the podcast. My question to you is, sometimes my friends invite people over who I don't get a good vibe from. Sometimes they think it's just me being mean, but down the line they find out that person was shitty. My question to y'all is, do you think you're good at reading people to see if they're cool or not? Love your work, Allie.
Ooh, all right. You wanna start with this one? Yeah.
You know what? Do you want to go first or what?
Okay, sure. Yeah, I can go first. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, no one's perfect. No one can like truly know at all times like what everyone's thinking. But I do like to think that my gut feeling is usually, especially nowadays, I've gotten a lot better with that. Like even like in online spheres, I can sort of like yawning. I can sort of navigate a lot better than I could before because of the experience and like all the people that I've met and like all the social groups I've been a part of. Like you kind of catch on to like signs and like red flags and things that are, negotiables and non-negotiables for you, and like you kind of learn how to stand your ground when you need to. Just like lots of stuff like that. But I think over the years I've been able to find friends that I can rely on to an extent. I don't have like the hugest friend group, but I do have
Are you saying I'm not buff
people.
enough? Are you saying
Yes.
I need more
Jordan,
muscles, Katie?
You need to get
Okay,
bigger.
Fine.
Bigger!
Hi, Katie. I thought we were close.
But no, yeah, I like to think that I'm pretty good at judging character nowadays, because I'm a lot more cautious when it comes to like letting people into my life, and I kind of go about that in a very, I guess, nuanced way, because if I ever meet a new person, or if anyone meets a new person, you're not going to know immediately from square one, like, oh yeah, we're going to be best friends forever and we're going to go on boat trips and we're going to storm the castles together. Like, you don't know that. You have to always approach like a situation like from like the kind of a no commitment place of just like, hey, I think you're cool. And then you kind of do your own shit. And if like that relationship is meant to like blossom, then it will. Like nobody's going to force a relationship. Like a good relationship isn't going to be forced. It's going to be because you two are like you kind of, that gut feeling, you kind of want to be near each other. And there's not like a science to that necessarily, but there can be like, hippie bullshit energies that you can kind of like sense with people when you're kind of, hanging out and doing activities together. And there can be specific actions that they do that might not be things that you vibe with. Like people that like for me, some red flags that I like tend to get cautious about whenever I am meeting like new people that might let me know, okay, maybe this is a person that like, they're, cool and respect them and like let them live their life. But if they're going to, like be in my life, it's not going to be, I'm not going to let them near my peace. I'm not going to let them near like my value or my self-worth, or like let them in my close circle necessarily. But like, yeah. And some of those are just like, if someone is from the beginning, if they do that thing where they try to force being overly familiar with you, like they're already establishing like shit that usually you don't get to until you've had a few conversations. Like if they're trying to make hardcore sexual jokes towards me or something, like when I don't even fucking know you, or they're like being overly aggressive about wanting to like hang out. Like humility is honestly one of the things that attracts me the most to people in general. Like even the way that you phrase stuff sometimes can be so important. So like if I'm like hanging out at a party or something and me and this person are like vibing super well, if they're like, hey, you should come with me tomorrow here. Like you have to, and like if they keep pushing it, it's like whoa, like chill. But if they're like, hey, like I'm doing some stuff tomorrow, like, and you're free to come if you would like to, like even that just phrasing can be like so important. And if I say no, or like if I say, oh yeah, I'll think about it, they don't have to be offended of like, oh wow, you don't want to hang out with me, I see. It's like if I say no or yes, it doesn't matter to them either way. And that's kind of like that energy where it's like, if I want to hang out, I will, and then we will get close because we want to like be near each other. It's not like that pressure, or those type of people that are like aggressively one-uppers.
Yeah.
Like if you're meeting someone and they just aren't humble at all, like they're like name dropping left and right, which, hey, if you have really cool, important people in your life, that's really wonderful. And there are ways to, be humble and mention like, oh yeah, this is my friend, like they do this. But if you're just like, oh yeah, I was hanging out with this person the other day, they have this many subscribers and they're like really like, and we're like best friends. Did I mention that we went like on a boat trip 2 years ago? Like you're just dropping like info after info, and you can tell that vibe of like, I'm trying to impress you. Am I impressing you?
Yeah.
Like those people, I tend to be like, I don't know about this, cause you can be like an impressive person, like you can do awesome things, but just like be humble, like yeah. So I tend to find that like people that are doing cool shit, but they aren't like humble about it, and they're being like overly aggressive, like especially when it comes to like sexual stuff, like if I meet a guy and I'm into like vulgar humor, and I'm into like sexual humor as well, but there are certain lines that you have to like establish before you can joke like that with certain people. You can't just go up to someone and be like, show me your pussy, like whoa, like fuck you, dude. Like if you don't know someone like that, you can't just make certain jokes. Like you can't just do that. You can't be overly familiar. And I've had people that, because I am very sex positive and like I'm just out here like doing my thing, like I've said the sex word on a podcast, like someone would like make a really sexual joke to me, and sometimes it's hard to respond because you want to be like, please don't talk to me that way, that was disrespectful, but you don't want to like that's a whole other conversation, honestly. But like TLDR, don't go around making like overtly sexual jokes to people when you don't even fucking know them like that. And I think that I'm pretty good at judging character nowadays, because I'm just trying to live my life and find my inner peace. And I've got some inner peace. And if someone comes into my life and they start fucking with that inner peace, then you're going to be at a distance.
Okay.
Yeah. Find your inner peace.
Right.
What's your answer, Jordan?
Okay. I'm just going to be completely 1,000% real on this. I have some supernatural shit of bullshit detection. I'm not even fronting on this. It happened 10 times in a fucking... No, actually more than 10 times in a row. I can like name the stories right now. And it's not like...
Oh my God.
Like, okay, so like for instance, there have been so many times in my life where I just meet a person and I don't know what it is. Like, it's like, again, some supernatural shit where it's just like, you're giving me a off vibe. Even if you like are super chill or super like funny online, or like super like, act nice, you are funny and do something like that. There's just something about someone that I pick up on. Like Saber has this, Race picks up on this too. But like, for instance, there are just so many times, like, for instance, there are a lot of people on Twitter I see this way. And it's not like, and this isn't, and what's funny to me is it's not a thing of like, I heard someone, because like the thing is, I always make my own opinion of someone, like for myself. I don't listen to like gossip and be like, oh, well, did you know they say that? Like, I will make my own opinion of myself unless it's like straight up facts of what the person said. So like sometimes there are individuals where like, I don't know. There's something, there's like some spiritual hockey pressure or something from one point where I'm just like, I just do not feel like I'm getting a vibe. Like, okay, for example, when I went to go down to my friend's wedding, we met his like wife to be, and it was a cool time, had a cordial party. Everything was like super fun the entire time. Driving back with my friend, not my friend who got married, but the other friend who I was with who went down there with, he's like, so do you think it's going to last? And then I personally was just like, I don't think so. I just got a weird vibe from her. 3 months later, she'd been cheating on him in the house that he got for their wedding. She'd been fucking him all the way through his wedding. And I was just like, yeah, I knew there was something up about her. She was like, she was super nice, super chill the entire time, but there was just some feeling I got where I was just like, I don't trust this person at all. All right, another one, a big one. This one, you can talk to Saber about this one. All right, so like, there was this person at the conventions we used to go to. Seemed super chill, super calm, always like every talking and stuff like that. He'd be a bit like, oh yeah, let's hang out and do this stuff, like a bit overexcited. And it was just like something about him, like even though most people were like, oh, he's a cool guy, so he did this, all right, whatever, he's cool. All right, there's something about him I just never felt comfortable, or like I never felt like I wanted to be around this guy for a long. All right, 3 years later, guess what happened? Diddler. Fucking diddler. All right?
Wow.
Fucking diddler. I was just like,
Bro.
yep, nothing on this. Another one. All right. YouTube. All right. The YouTuber. Stuff like that. All right. So this person I see all the time on like Twitter, stuff like that, posting stuff, and they're like super chill, super mellow. They would comment on my stuff, you know, like being cool and stuff like that, being like, you know, super chill and like mellow, or like for the most part, just like making jokes and be like, okay, I can see what to do, but I just never got a good vibe from them. All right. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Okay, whatever. And then I see my friends talking to them like, oh, this person's a cool person. They do this, that, and whatever. I'm just like, okay, whatever. And so like, all that's going on. All right, convention. All right, a few years later, this person seduced my friend's wife into having an affair with him, fucking her. And then he later on, besides doing that, causing this divorce to happen, he destroyed a hotel room that he was staying in, doing this stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I fucking knew it. Like, and this keeps happening. This keeps honestly happening to a point where like to me, like I always say, like Saber, Race, and myself, we are good at seeing and detecting bullshit. Like there are so many people online where it's just like, okay, they look cool, but then like whatever, I get like a vibe from them. Like there's like certain people who like I know my friends are like, oh, they're a cool person, do this, and I'm just like, I don't know. And then like if someone asks me, I'll be like, I'll tell them like in private. I'm not gonna do it on air right now. That's just silly.
Exactly.
But it's just like there's certain things where it's just like, I know you think this person is cool, but if like you ask me, I'm not getting a good vibe off this person just from they can post like the nicest stuff, the funniest stuff online. It's just like this feeling in my gut, this supernatural feeling. I guess that's what I'm just gonna call it. Some fucking hockey supernatural sense bullshit. Just detecting it. It's just like I feel like I'm really good at it because like I've seen it so many times before. Another person I met before, super cool in person, super chill, and like, you know, when we hung out together, it was like super, you know, awesome and fine. All right, come to find out, like this mother is just a colossal shit talker, just a massive shit talker. Like you meet him and like acts cool, then like on Discord it's just like, oh yeah, I did this, did that, blah blah blah.
Oh bro, that's another, like, to tangent off of that, that's another thing that I definitely look out for. People that are so freely willing to like name drop, shit talk people like on a dime when they don't even know you. Like if it's like your first time meeting someone and they're like immediately like, okay, here's the reason this person and this person and this person fucking suck. And like while on one hand, hey, maybe those people are assholes and stuff, but there's kind of a pattern that I sense when I've met people that are like that are just so openly, aggressively volatile towards another person on the first meeting, unless it's someone that's, you know, like an established, like, you know, you know, but like people that I've never even heard of, or like in, you know, communities or whatever. Like if me and you have been friends a while and you're just like, hey, listen, Katie, I need to talk to you about this person. This person is pretty not okay, and I just need to get this off my chest. I'm not trying to shit talk. I'm just trying to, you know, like this.
Inform you.
That's one thing. But there's that energy when you're like, if you're at a party, especially where they're just like, they just want to be heard.
Yeah, and
they
just
want people to listen to them.
Yeah. And it's just like, oh, we're just talking down about every single part. Like, this is why this is why, like, me, Saber, and Race are, like, so overly protective about who we bring into our group. Like, see, like, okay, for example, Katie, when I first met you and I first met Zach, like, there was nothing wrong at all. Like, it was just, like, you have a very warm energy. Like, you have, like, a genuine, like, I'm smiling with my eyes, I'm talking to you, I'm listening to you, I'm genuinely thinking. The same with Zach. Like, Zach was just, like, I'm so, like, happy to talk to you, man, like this is how I do it, bro. And it's just like, it's such a warm, genuine energy that I was just like, I feel automatically good. And then I got to know both of you, and you're both genuine people. That's why the group loves you. That's why, like, we had no problem like letting you join our group, because it's just like, yeah, you're a genuine person, like we love you, like it's stuff like that. You like honestly pass it like test. But then there are some people where like we'll bring in like people who are genuine, but then like they'll have like someone who's not genuine, and we just like, yeah, I'm not feeling a good vibe off this dude. Like, I know they may be your friend, but I'm just not getting a good vibe off this dude. And then and it's like, and there's just so many things like that. Cause I agree with everything Katie said. Everything Katie said, like 10,000% on. Like, it's just like, yeah, don't over try too hard. Don't get overly familiar. Don't do stuff like that. But then it's just like, I don't know if I can explain it. This psychic fucking feeling of just like, okay,
Yeah.
you're the way you like, even if it's just like chill, and it's just like I look deep in within myself. It's just like, am I envious of this person? Am I jealous of this person? No. Okay, I'm not, because like to me, I can see if I'm envious or jealous of a situation. Like it's just like, okay, yeah, that made me feel this way. But then, like there's sometimes it's just like, no, this is a vibe. I am getting this vibe. Just like this person is this way. Even if my friend is like friends with them in some way, I'm just like, okay, I can see that, but I don't want you near me, or I'm just gonna be very cold and distant, or I'll act cordial and polite just so I don't, because like this happened to was freaking me in Race Fest, where like we had to like say, we were like in a situation where it was just like, okay, we should bring this up, but it's going to bring the room down, so let's just go this way. And it was just like, just there's certain things where we all like do our thing, where we're just like, okay, we just want to vibe. We just want to have like people where we have genuine connections with, love to death, and be like, vibing with. And
life is too short to not spend as much time as you have with people that just make you laugh and make you feel whole.
Exactly.
Like I have like finally after years found like this inner peace that like, like in Naruto, where like the will of fire, like holding like the flame on the leaf and like having to like balance it on the leaf, and like if you let it burn too bright, it'll destroy the leaf. You have to like let it sit there. And if ever like a toxic person or like a situation like that comes in, it risks making the leaf burn. Like I found kind of that inner peace, and I have people that cultivate that peace in my life, and there's definitely people in my life that I would say like, oh yeah, I know this person, I think they do good work, or I do this. Would I let them into my my inner peace? Like, would I like call them at 2 a.m. like, hey dude, like, how are you doing? Maybe not, but like you can have an infinite amount of different types of relationships in your life. Not every single person that is affiliated with you in any shape or form has to be that peacekeeper, but it is your responsibility to make sure that you don't let those people near that gate. Like because I definitely know, like, because I work in entertainment, like I have people from all over, like I have lots of people that I know, and like if I see them, of course I'm gonna be like, hi, how are you doing? Like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you, I'm glad you're doing this work and doing this. Would I maybe invite them to like my birthday party? Maybe not, but like that doesn't mean I hate them. Oh no, exactly, the worst person ever. Like it's like
exactly, because it's like there are people who are like, there are people like you said, like the willflower, just like, okay, yeah, you just have a balance act. Because like the thing is, like I have so many acquaintances I'm on good terms with. Some are people who aren't like the best people, and so like, but I'm on good terms with them, so it's just like, okay, whatever, just like if I see you, we're chill, whatever, I'm gonna do this. But again, like don't expect to like come back to hang with the group in the room or something like that. Like we'll find. So what's funny is like all the guys.
I'm not gonna stick my neck out for you. I'm not gonna. You're not gonna be like a central part of my life. But if I see you, I'm not gonna throw hands. Like
exactly. It's not like there's smoke on the spot. Like me and Saber and Race and like the gang, we have like this. We have like a Morse code system now of just like, okay, this situation's bullshit, right? All right, let's fucking get out of here. So like then we'll all like reconvene, and so it's like funny. Like we're all like we're not. Well, luckily no one's gonna listen to this who's part of that group, but like there are people where we just like have this thing where it's just like, all right, this situation's kind of bullshit, right, all right, like everyone go map out, do their thing, and then like we'll reconvene, and then like we'll just like do that. But it's like I love that we all have like our little like tactics for that thing. But it's
exactly.
good, it's super fun. But that's what I think, Allie. I'm great at reading people because of my psychic hockey. So is I would say Saber and Race, we both have honestly we're like the monster trio of like calling bullshit on people.
Yeah.
So I would say I would definitely say that. So that's
and I feel like I've gotten a lot better over the years, and I feel like that the people that I've been able to bring into my life, and nowadays I'm so cautious about anyone that I interact with, really. I mean, I'll be nice to anyone, like, because if it's my first time meeting you, I've never heard of you, of course I'm going to treat you with the fucking most respect,
the human
and
respect
kindness of ever. Yeah, the human respect. Like, you are a human, you are a living individual in front of me that deserves respect,
or the person respect. Because what is this thing? What is? Because I treat an alien with respect. What is it? Universal respect or something?
Yeah, maybe the universal respect. But if you give me maybe a reason to not. Like a lot of the time, if I sense like a situation or a person or something is not like something I want to be near, I will usually remove myself from it, because I'm like, I'm not going to waste my time here. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm just going to go on my own way. Because like on one hand, is there potential to like gain like a friendship or to gain like a connection or something? It's like maybe, but I'm not going to risk my peace for bullshit like that. Like
Right.
if there's like some party going on that someone's hosting and I'm not really vibing with that person, or I know that there's gonna be a lot of people there that I don't really know if I vibe with, I'm not gonna fucking waste my time with that shit.
Right.
Like I'm gonna go hang out with people that genuinely care about me, that I care about, and we're gonna build an amazing world together. Like, cause that's what it's about. Like, I don't have time to go sit at a party and feel sad.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
there-
Fuck
when
those
there's people
parties
that are
where it's
assholes
just like
there.
everyone's
never,
like acting
never
like a dick
go
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I
never
hate that.
never feel like you have to go somewhere just because, oh man, like, well, it's the only thing going on or this or that. Like, if you're gonna feel shitty, I'd rather be sitting home alone than feel shitty in a room with shitty people. Like,
yeah, fuck
honestly,
them. Or otherwise, I would
honestly.
like seriously get like upset. Yeah. But yeah, like I would just get like, so I hate those parts. I fucking
Yeah.
will make up an excuse on the spot and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Or sometimes I might not give a fuck and be like, yeah, your party shit. I'm out of here. Bye. Like
honestly,
there's
the
like
best-
sometimes I notice as I get older, the less fucks I give, and it's just like
Yeah,
it's becoming good for
exactly.
myself because like there is a bunch of stuff that younger me would just be like, oh, okay, this, and then like older me is just like, let's fucking go. Like, get out of my face.
Yeah.
Whatever. Bye.
However, if
Uh,
there's like a party going on and you genuinely don't know who's going to be there and it's like, oh, this could be a new experience to meet new people, like, of course there's nothing wrong with like that, obviously. Like going into new situations to meet new people and maybe see if you can find some realness in the bullshit. Like that's honestly beautiful. But if there's like some people that you've maybe had beef with or you just get this vibe from and they're like having a party and they're like, you should come, like just don't. Just fucking don't. Just stay home or go
Order
like
a pizza. Watch Netflix.
Go get coffee. Go get coffee with a friend that fucking cares about you. That you're gonna end your day smiling. Like if you're looking at a situation that you're wanting to go into and it's supposed to be a situation that's fun, but you have that gut feeling that you're probably gonna walk away from it feeling sad or something. Like just don't fucking go. Like,
yeah, listen. This is how you
there's-
listen to your own body with this. It's just like, all right, because like for me, it sort of starts behind the eyes, then it goes like a little faint this in the head and then the stomach or something like that, and it's just like, okay, I'm not feeling good. So yeah, definitely, if you ever
Yeah.
feel
Life's
that,
too
just
short,
like you
man.
don't even have
Life's
to
too
like make
short.
an excuse. Just be like, okay, I'm just gonna head out, and it's
Yeah.
just like, oh,
You
why are
owe
you
no
leaving,
one
bro?
nothing.
Yeah, where are you leaving, bro? It's just like, okay, there you go, like, and just go do your
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's it. Hope you have a good one, Allie. And yeah,
Thanks for the question, Allie.
boom.
All right, let's go to. Actually, want to go to this question from our email.
Okay, go ahead.
The one that I put in. I think it's from the Swagnomite. I didn't
Cool.
put who it's from, but yeah, it's from the email, and I'm 90% sure it's Swagnomite. So here's a question that might be interesting to answer if it's up your alley. Are humans just naturally irrational beings who don't care about the consequences of their actions? Who, buddy?
What do you mean, like how we? Yeah, because there's like me. Oh God, the gang has had a whole talk on this before because it was just like because like it's just like that whole quote from Men in Black always rings so true. It's just like a person is smart, but people are dumb, panicky animals, and and it's just like it's look at the world. You see how some shit is just like fucking. Oh my God, like there's some shit where it's just you're raised this way, you shouldn't do this, or like if you weren't raised properly, then you turn out this way, and then there's just like a bunch of like other ridiculous shit that goes on because it's just like, okay, well, like we are brilliant animals, like we're still like apes, like we're brilliant fucking apes going around doing this stuff, and then like old caveman shit back in the day was just like, oh, I want woman, bang, drag it back, do your shit, and it's just stupid shit. But we've evolved past that point. But then like there's always those stupid like primal stupid instincts but that you learn how to control yourself, you learn how to do it, like sort of like how Beastar said in a way where it's just like, oh well, people this is always underneath, but it's just like, no, like there are people who are raised, trained, and properly, and you're always going to be like, the way you're brought up, like, that's how you, like the way you're raised, like I truly believe like that whole like nurturing thing plays such
you're a
like,
product of your environment.
yeah, you're definitely a product of your environment. If you grew up in a nice household, for the most part, you're gonna be like a good, wholesome human being and stuff like that. Because like actually, Paleo sent me this thing the other day that like pissed me off. That made me like think about bully because he was saying like how like how bullies, they always say like, oh, they come from like broken homes to do this stuff, and there's just like actually, and then they like there was this study done that showed like, well, actually most bullies have like this spoiled thing where they're treating like they're better than everyone, and I'm just like, oh well, fuck that. I would that just made me want to go like hunt down the bullies who used to be out like, oh, so you think you're that much better, motherfucker? But like
I think one answer that I have, and I mean I've only thought about this like a little bit, but Do I think we're naturally irrational? No. Do I think we don't care about consequences? It's a middle ground, and here's my perspective on that. I think that human beings, we've developed beyond what basic needs are in terms of like, just food and shelter and shit like that. But we also have not, in a way. Like, we as humans have things that we desire, that we want to keep, that we want to hold, that we want safe, like things like love or sex or meaningful relationships or status or things that we crave, that we desire, and and justice and things like that we rationally can see, like, we need this, we want this. And humans, when it comes to caring about the consequences of their actions, I think all people act in a way that will preserve or maintain what it is that, or get them closer to what it is that they want. So whether that's, I want to feel good today, so I'm going to, be kind to this person. Like, I think that everyone, to an extent, like, there isn't an unselfish act to the extent of, like, I want friendship because, yes, of course I want to make this person feel good, and that makes me feel good that I'm making this person feel good. Also, it feels good to have a support system. Like, we depend on each other. We rely on each other. Some could describe that as selfish, but that's also just, like, something that you need. And so when it comes to the consequences of their actions, I think that people will care about the consequences if it risks what they hold dear, but that they are more likely to not care about consequences if the thing that they hold dear, what their non-negotiables are not the full risk. Like, they are more willing to risk other people's things that they hold dear versus their own. So in a lot of ways, we care about consequences in relation to us. So we are not completely irrational, because we can also make the decision to do something that doesn't necessarily benefit us, but it'll make us feel good to do that. Like donating a shit ton of money to charity, like it'll make you feel good, but you could have maybe used that money. But you understand that somebody else might need it more, or things like that. So yeah, I don't think we're completely irrational beings. I think that we know how to use logic, but sometimes we choose not to, because we would rather preserve what is ours than give up that power. Like, people through history that are in positions of power, it has shown they usually do not give it up until they are forced to. And that can go for a lot of, like, things in our lives, from the smallest things to the biggest things. Like, over time, we develop those things that we want to protect, that we want to preserve, and we fight for those things.
Well said.
Yeah, do you have any, like, disagreements or agreements there?
No, it's just pretty much, I agree with like what you said. Like, we're very selfish. Like, there's some things that we do that is ridiculous. I pretty much, like, blew my wad in the first thing I said, where I was talking about, like, cavemen and all that stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, I agree pretty much.
Yeah. Man, like, it is interesting to think about, because, like, especially, like, the more, like, experience that you garner and the more history that you look at, like, I think that the word selfish can have, like, a very negative connotation of, like, oh, you're just doing this for you. But everyone acts in a way that is doing something that, maybe makes them happy. Like, oh, I want to be a voice actor because I feel like I genuinely enjoy doing this thing, and I like the community that it makes me feel a part of, and I like the praise of, oh, I done a good performance, someone connected to that performance, I feel good. Like, people could argue those are selfish reasons to, like, want to do the thing. It's like, oh, you have to like, no, you should only do it because you love the craft and nothing else. It's like,
oh,
no,
that's stupid.
No,
Fuck
exactly.
that. Yeah,
like,
dumb.
yeah, you can love the craft, but there's things that humans throughout history and just throughout life, like, when we do something, it's never just for one reason. It's because it fulfills you, and how it fulfills you can be different than how it fulfills someone else.
Yep.
And you're seeking fulfillment in multiple ways at times. Like, no one, no one is ever truly satisfied, because we're always going to be chasing that next thing. But in the meantime, we have to, like, hold what we have dear now and make sure that we never take it for granted, because it can truly disappear overnight. So you just have to work within the assumption that, you have this today. Let's fucking enjoy it. What do I enjoy about this thing? And, you're going to take the steps rationally to try to preserve that. But if it disappears, like, then you just try to move on to the next thing as like rationally and calmly as you can, and like hope that there's no consequences or whatever.
Yeah. Damn straight. Well said.
Yeah. Hell yeah. It's pretty cool shit. Well, Jordan, let's get to that last question that you brought to the table, and I think that'll be our last question for the day.
Oh, wow. This is a short episode, people, but okay, cool. All right. So here's an interesting question. No, that's the one you just read. Damn it.
Yeah, the motivational one.
Motivational one. This comes from Kaba's Boo. We were supposed to answer this 2 weeks ago. Sorry, Kaba's Boo. But who is more motivational, Luffy or Naruto? I know how a certain one of y'all feels about a spiky-haired buff dude who is the reason these two even exist. So out of these two, who do you think is more motivational? That's right.
Damn.
That's fucking right. They would not exist without him, and you better learn to fucking
God.
Oh God. Well, you know what's funny about this?
What?
Is I was having a talk with friends about this, and the more I think about it, the more I would kind of go towards like who else? I'll say. For me, it started off one way for a while, but then near the end, it definitely just changed. And y'all pretty much know what I'm going to say. Like, all right, let me just talk about like Naruto for a second. All right, Naruto used to inspire the hell out of me because it was just like this kid, he had no freaking powers and ability. Well, he had like a fucking nuke in his body, but like he was just like, I'm an outcast, I need to do this. But then like, why the fuck didn't the Hokage like help his ass out? And I'm gonna go on a whole tangent on like, look, if you know this, why did like I will literally go on a whole tangent if I get started. So let me try to stay on par with what I'm about to say. So like, okay, all right, Naruto, no special powers and abilities, right? Well, besides the nuke in his body. And so he like worked his butt off to like get to where he is, but like most of it was from the nuke in his body. Then like he fights Neji, and then like Neji's like, oh, you're born to be powerful, and he's like, no, you can be this way. And even though that fight makes no sense, like Neji should have bodied him, and if Rock Lee fought Naruto at that point, he would have bodied him. But like I keep losing my track. Like I keep doing but like okay, so all right, Naruto for years is just working on like, oh, I gotta prove myself, I gotta be strong, and now he's like honestly one of the most OP ninja ever. But it was because he's freaking the reincarnation of Ninja Jesus. He has this freaking like nuke in his body that he's done. His family chakra from his mother's side lets him have just more chakra than the average person anyway. And then it's just like there's all these little things that start adding up where I'm just like, dog, all right. Before I was just like, okay, you had to like force, like we had to like make Kurama like want to be helping you and stuff like that, even if he was like a nuke and stuff like that. But then it's just like you had this come out and this come out. Oh, by the way, you have this power now. Oh, by the way, you also have this power. And it's just like, boy. And then so like if I look at like, Luffy, right? All right, so Luffy by himself, just to like, okay, like if he was, the only thing I would really give like Luffy is that he was born with Conqueror's Haki, that Haki that lets you just like command the room and stuff like that, knockouts, and you can't train for that. You have to be born with that. But then like everything else, he's like constantly like worked towards, like even if it wasn't like mainstream, like Zoro, we constantly see just working out, swinging his stuff around. But like with like Luffy, it's just like, okay, I need to get better. I need to do this. I will protect my family, do this stuff, and protect my crew. I will constantly keep improving. I get stronger from every battle because every battle, like people forget, like, oh, fighting is training. Like if you fight someone and you are able to, if they beat you and you keep fighting them and you beat them, then you got stronger and you're training into like, that's a cool little tidbit right there, people. Don't ever forget that when you watch an anime. And like there, you know what? Oh shit, I'm thinking back and forth on this now because I know if my other boy was in here, he'd win easily. Like that's no contest. Yeah. But okay, Katie, I'm rambling, so you talk while I collect my thoughts.
I think that I'm in the camp of, and actually, but before I say my thoughts, what was your answer? Who?
No, I'm thinking because I like started like convincing myself otherwise. Like I have points for both, so I'm like going back and forth.
Answer.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
Well, when it comes to Naruto, I've loved Naruto longer than I've loved One Piece. One Piece I only really read all of like in the last year, and I'm still like quite a few chapters behind, but I caught up to 900 something chapters.
Yeah, you're a beast.
And like I fucking went on a fucking journey with Luffy, and so I know Luffy really well. And Naruto, of course, I grew up with Naruto, so I feel like I know Naruto pretty well. And from what I've seen of their journey, I think as shonen protagonists, they are both equal in some ways, but I think I'm going to have to give it to Luffy because it's the way that he's written, the idealism that they give him, and the way that his character is portrayed, that childlike innocence almost, but also that unabashed, like, passion that consistently draws people towards him. Like, it's beautiful to see the way that his ideals manifest, and he consistently, never gives up. He always like regardless of how a situation could negatively impact him, the consequences versus irrationality. I think Luffy can be very irrational and not give up and not care about consequences, but his moral compass makes it rational in a sense of, like, One Piece is a show about us consistently finding these people that are assholes, and then the big buildup is Luffy punches them in the face. Yeah. It's about consistently getting bigger and badder people that Luffy is going to fucking humble. He's gonna humble their ass and maybe kill their ass. And Luffy's journey has been so beautiful to watch, and just the way that, even if, like, from a social standpoint, there's a lot that I don't think he understands about about the relationships that he's forming, just based on the way that he interacts with people. I think that genuine connection is still there, and he's never lost sight of that. And I think the people that have been drawn to him realize that about him as well. And the Arlong Park scene just fucking breaks me every time.
Yeah, you know what's so funny about what you're saying right now? Like, because, like, you said, like, oh, the whole thing about One Piece is he punches people. There's something that's actually... I was thinking about it the other day, and, like, I was rewatching, like, when Luffy was crying over Ace and stuff like that, and something that, like, sells that scene even more isn't, like, it's just the fact that, okay, this is our happy-go-lucky Luffy. He's heartbroken now, and this is the fact. Every time, like, Luffy sees a problem that's horrible for him or his friends, his solution is simple. I'm just gonna punch the shit out of it. Nami, punch the fuck out of Arlong. Vivi, punch the fuck out of Crocodile. Robin, punch all of CP9 and the rest of the whole world and stuff like that. But, like, this time around, he can't punch the problem anymore. The problem won. So there's, like, he's hitting himself against, like, rocks and banging his head against things. He's saying, like, go away, go away, go away, breaking a mountain. And he's trying to ignore the death of Ace because he's like, I feel so much pain, and I was there. I could have done it, but I couldn't. And it's just like him trying to beat up the problem as he usually does, but realizing it amounts to nothing for him. And it's really a great piece of storytelling that Oda did, like, demonstrates, like, Luffy's trying, like, I need to, like, grow and stuff like that. And it's, like, really beautiful and sad that way.
And sometimes you have to sit in the problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't punch your way through a problem.
Yeah. So I just thought it was a very beautiful thing. And yeah, for me, Luffy, definitely. Because, like, it's just like all the stuff I said with, like, fucking Naruto. Like, it's just, there's just, if they had kept it, like, because before I used to, like, stand up for him, it's just like, okay, well, he had to make the Fox like him, which is true. He still had to make Kurama like him as a person. But again, it's just like, you just started getting all these shits, like, added on to each other. Oh, I'm fucking Ninja Jesus. Oh, my family has this amount of chakra. Oh, I get this power and ability, blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, talk no jutsu my way out of this. It's just like,
one more thing about Luffy versus Naruto that I think is really incredible. Like, Luffy, so many times, he would have just straight up died if it wasn't for his friends. Like, over and over again, there were so many times where he literally, like, after a certain point, he would not be who he is objectively without the support of his friends. Like, they're, like, especially after the Ace situation, like, he passed the fuck out. But he has been able to, through this energy that he puts out into the world, of those ideals, of that unabashed trying to protect what he thinks is right, people are drawn to that, and people want to protect that and want to see him succeed. And the friends that he's made just by unapologetically being himself, that are going to, like, risk their fucking everything if Luffy's falling. Like, they're gonna carry him to the finish line. And, like, not that Naruto doesn't have, like, the love and support of his friends, but the Nakama, like, the family, the way that it's really described as, like, a family in One Piece. Like, this might just be, like, me comparing the storytelling of Naruto and One Piece, and honestly, like, One Piece is fucking winning for me.
Yeah. Honestly, One Piece is way better
But,
than
like,
Naruto in
yeah.
storytelling.
Honestly, yeah. Like,
it
I
really
love
is.
Naruto, and it did so much for me. And I think there are a lot of amazing things about Naruto and his friendships. But Luffy, no contest, is like Shonen Boy. I understand why Japan loves One Piece more than Naruto. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
get it.
No, it's so true because he is another great thing about One Piece is every single person has their moment to shine. With Naruto, it kind of turns into the Naruto Sasuke show at the end. Like even if it's just like so like the cool thing about One Piece is just like even Chopper like has a moment to shine, or like even Nami has a moment to shine. Even like fucking Robin, Frankie, like all of them always have like moments of themselves to like shine during the battle or like actually help out, and they're not just like, oh, we're background characters now. It's like, no, we're integral parts of this plot point. Let's like keep going and helping people
yeah, like
out.
Luffy would objectively not get through this without me. And like they
Exactly.
make it a point to showcase that, because there are battles in Naruto where obviously the other characters do help out a shit ton, but then you know Naruto comes in to save the day. But like, and Luffy does come in to save the day in One Piece a lot too. But like the energy is definitely different. Like you can really feel the equal ground.
Yeah. Like when you're talking like storytelling wise, like it's just that's what makes One Piece so great. Is like definitely the storytelling thing. It's
Man,
very
fuck.
beautiful.
One Piece is great.
Yeah, One
God
Piece is
damn,
great.
I love One Piece. I
But
love One
Goku's
Piece.
more inspirational than both of them because let me tell you something, all right? Fucking Goku was a low-class Saiyan baby. He was born with a
God.
power level of nothing. And he was sent to
Nothing.
Earth, and he fucking was like, they were like, okay, we don't care if he dies or not, or he's supposed to take over the planet, but he's supposed to do it. And you know what? He did nothing. He lost his memory, and he trained his ass off physically working his ass off. He's like, I am a low class. I don't care. I'm going to work to be the best me possible. I'm going to work out and get fucking
Hell
jacked
yeah.
as shit. And that's why he's the fucking GOAT. No cap. All right, there we go.
All right. Well, I think we made a podcast, Jordan.
Yeah, we made a podcast.
I think we fucking did it. Jordan,
Yep.
where can they find you?
You can find me at Jordan Jacksblade Downs on Facebook. Jordan Downs on Jordan Downs. Jacksblade. Jacksblade on YouTube. Jacksblade on Instagram. Jacksblade Fitness on Twitter. And Jacksblade wherever. Just Google me, you'll see me. Okay? I try. And then where can they find you, Miss Connie Day Official?
You can find me at KANIDAY Official, Connie Day Official on Twitter, on Twitch. I don't really do much on Twitch, but who knows? Maybe that could change. On YouTube, it's just Connie Day on YouTube. I don't really upload a lot there, but if you want to go see what I do have there's some funny stuff. I did randomly put one of my Twitch streams up on my YouTube channel recently because it was funny and I liked it. It's me playing Stardew Valley, and I cheat on my husband in Stardew Valley. Like I go and date everybody in the game because I maxed out their hearts. It was great. And and then you can find me at, of course, Kruby Productions, KRWBY Productions, where I'm a producer, a writer, and an actress. And you can find me at Dr. Crafty on YouTube, where I'm an actress and a writer. You can also find me at the Weird Flex Pod on Twitter. That's where you can find us anyway. Where you can tweet at us or see us like tweet shit out about the podcast, about if we have Patreon updates, etc. Like we usually post there, like, hey, there's a new Patreon update if you want to go see it. Wah! And then on iTunes and SoundCloud is where you can find this podcast. And of course, the Weird Flex But Okay podcast Patreon is where you can either give us $1 or $2 a month if you want to support us, see all the stuff we've got on there.
Yes.
And of course, you can email us at weirdflexbutokaypodcast@gmail.com if you would like to submit a question. And one of these questions came from the email. Two came from Jordan's sources. We like to get our questions from a lot of places sometimes, but the email we have definitely gotten quite a few questions in there, and we love to read them. So thank you guys for submitting it. Thank you for listening. We did it.
Thank you all for joining us today. And remember this, Goku's the GOAT, and you wouldn't have Luffy or Naruto without him.
Well,
so remember that.
That's all the time we have. I'm going to go play Animal Crossing New Leaf on my Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah, all right. Whoosh. Bye.
Bye.